Wide Angle Youth Media is a Baltimore-based nonprofit that provides media education and resources so that young people can make media content about the issues that matter to them. And what I do day to day is I oversee our workforce development arm, where young people get paid to produce content with partners and clients. And a few years ago, CSX came to us and said they'd really like to work with some young people creating content by young people for young people about train safety. And that was an awesome opportunity for our young people. They produced some live action, they produced some animation, but the piece that really resonated with audiences was the parkour video.
Parkour was the first really big hit, and it really got us excited about working with Wide Angle Youth Media. This is a video where we took our safety message to Wide Angle Youth Media and asked them, how can we connect with the target audience? They found a professional parkour athlete. They connected it with something that was so popular at the time that the target audience really connected with.
So after the success of that first round of partnership, CSX came back to us and asked our young people to create even more content. And they gave our young people some really great resources and space to just be creative and to really dream up what would resonate with young people and families. And the result was we came up with two entirely different projects. One about a chainsaw guy and the other about a family having a really positive conversation at a grade crossing.
Okay, roll audio. Audio rolling. CSX chainsaw, scene 2, shot 2, take 1. 3, 2, 1, action.
So we just finished filming 2 different new spots for CSX. One is the Chainsaw Guy PSA. It's scary, it's fun, there's a lot of energy. It starts out with people running and you don't know why, and it's a little disorienting, you don't know what's happening, and then you start to find out that it's this kind of spoof on a chainsaw like horror movie, but then the chainsaw guy starts telling the kids like, don't run across the tracks, and so it's kind of ironic that this person who's chasing them with the chainsaw is still making sure that they're safe and not running across the train tracks before it's time. And then we have grade crossing conversations, which is showing the relationship between a daughter and her father while they're waiting for the train to pass. It's a great family moment that's also tied into the CSX grade crossings.
Action. Raise the chainsaw.
The chainsaw video shoot by far has been the most exciting event that we've done, just because this is the first time that we were able to get all of our kids out. Everyone had a role. So for me, it was just real exciting just to see everyone engaged, having fun, creating something together.
For the first shoot that we had, the chainsaw guy shoot, I was like controlling the fog for like the entire shoot. So there was fog in every scene. So we had like a little battle fogger, and I had like a flag, and I was like pushing all the fog in the right direction and making sure it wasn't too much fog or too little fog. And I did that for like the entire shoot. So it was very interesting because I've never had a role like that. But for the most recent shoot that we did, the grade crossing video, I was the camera operator, so I got to shoot all the scenes, I got to pick the lenses, I got to frame up how I felt like the shot should look, and call rolling, action, all that stuff, and it was really cool.
The night we were filming the CSX chainsaw video, I got to be the assistant camera operator, which was just an amazing experience for me because we rented out a red camera, which is an expensive professional camera that they use out in Hollywood, and that was just an amazing experience for me to be able to get my hands on something that high quality and just feel like I'm actually in a Hollywood set doing high quality work, which I was doing.
I enjoyed like working with the talent and giving them notes on their acting and stuff, and I was really kind of their go-to person on set because I was the only person who had really been talking to them from the times of auditioning, so I got to be a director, and I thought that was really awesome.
Joseph, can you take it? Yeah, that's good.
One of the coolest things about the chainsaw video is that none of the trains in the video were actually there. That's all green screened in. Just because of the schedule, we had a short time window to shoot our actors with the train, like we couldn't line them up together. So Ben into here spent a long time really cutting out that background and adding in the trains in post. And I know it was a pretty good job because when the CSX people came, they didn't even notice. And that was real fun and exciting, especially to see Ben and Tahir's face when like they were like, yeah, that was all us. Like we added all that stuff. We added all that stuff in post. And it's always good to surprise a client. It's always good to surprise someone. And it's always, for me, it's always amazing to have our kids like grow and learn a new skill set.
The Chainsaw Guy video is really exciting. It hits you unexpected, and then at the same time, it really gets an important message across. We may not have thought to do it that way in corporate America, but we wanted to take a chance and really take that message that they created and use it in a way that was going to really reach their audience and have that peer-to-peer communication. And so the heart that they've put into it and the passion that they've put into it has really married up well with the passion that we have about safety.
Rolling.
Okay, this is grade crossing 27.
Action.
What's interesting about the grade crossing conversation video is it's so different. We've done action sports, we've done horror movie parodies, but this is our first opportunity to do something that's just an authentic representation of an everyday family just hanging out waiting for a train to pass. And it's something that we think any viewer can relate to.
We're thrilled with the grade crossings conversation spot. Once again, we took a very critical safety message on grade crossing safety, where we meet the public every day, and Wide Angle has produced a safety video for us to educate how to do that safely.
The partnership with CSX has been phenomenal for us because they really trust our young people. They have embraced our mission to give young people in Baltimore City an opportunity to really share their perspective and their opinions with the world. And being entrusted with a safety message where the content may have real life and death consequences for the viewer, that's amazing that they would give our young people that responsibility and trust them to see it through.
So Wide Angle's been a big part of my life for the past 5 years, and I'm thankful that big corporations like CSX would fund Wide Angle and other nonprofit organizations to help fuel experiences like this for other people like myself and help the community while doing it.
When I think about our overall relationship and think about how successful parkour has been for us, how Chainsaw Guy has been a huge hit, how grade crossing conversation is going to really shake things up, I think that the relationship that we have with Wide Angle Youth Media is one that we want to continue having.
I'm just really grateful to CSX for giving me this opportunity to work on this set and build these commercials, because not only am I getting this like great opportunity to learn all this stuff, but the work that we did is going to potentially save lives. And that's, you know, the icing on the cake is that not only am I learning all this stuff, but I'm going to get to actually like make a positive impact in my community.